fun, and boy, do I have a doozy for you. I stumbled upon this magazine when we were out buying some food for a rowing competition that we were attending for our youngest son. And we're at the grocery store, and this caught my eye. I had actually seen it at the store a couple times, and I finally had my husband with me, and I'm like, can I please buy this magazine? I don't usually spend $15 on a magazine because, everything's on our phone these days. He's like, sure. So threw it in the cart. Next morning, I get up bright and early and I'm sitting there in the sunshine. It's glorious. And I start reading the Atlas of the National Parks. My original thought was, wow, this just looks like a stunning magazine. It's filled with amazing pictures, and national parks are high on locations and destinations when we're out exploring. And I thought this might give us some ideas for where we can go on vacation. But as I was reading the magazine, I thought about you. Oh, homeschool mom. This is an amazing sprinkle of secret sauce. If you're looking for a way to introduce your kids to geography and history and habitats, this is completely worth the $15. Go down to your grocery store and pick up a copy. Now, this video is going to be out here for a while, so I'm going to tell you that this is on the shelves until August 5th, 2022. So if you're watching this video and it's past that, go down to your local library and see if you can check out a copy of this magazine, or maybe see if you can find a copy online. If you can't find this particular copy, then I'm going to encourage you to go to your library or your local bookstore like Barnes and Noble and find a picture-based, beautiful photo journalistic atlas of the national parks, because it'll work just the same. So as I was sitting there, I'm reading through the magazine and I thought about you, because we want our kids to fall in love with learning, right? So as I was reading, I was instantly captivated by the pictures. First, and I'm going to do a couple videos. So what are you going to get by the end of this video? A peek at the magazine. A peek at using something like this to educate your kids. And then by the end, you'll know whether or not this is something that you want to continue studying. So then just follow the next video or two that I'm going to be doing about extension ideas to make this look more academic. But this video is about the falling in love part. It was so important that you start with the experience, and you start by kindling that feeling of awe, and that's always the best place. It's the most fertile ground to teach your children anything academically. So number one, these are the national parks throughout the United States. So a great place to begin is just identifying where you live and finding the closest national park. Now, don't do anything academic the first time you flip through this magazine. Simply just look at the pictures and gasp with your kids. First, do it alone so that you kind of catch the fever of, oh, I really need to go see some of these places. So do that first. But then look with your kids and let them fall in love with the amazing photography within this. Amazing. I'm not going to show all of them because you need to go get this, but look at this. This one's in Maine. I need to climb on these rocks with my kids. I wonder what's hiding in here. Amazing. To reach the park's tiny, quiet Isle of Haut, you need to take a ferry. That's kind of cool. Let me show you one of my favorites. This is where, here's the General Sherman. It's in the Sequoias. The very first time we saw the General Sherman, it is the largest tree. It's the largest tree on Earth and is among the oldest and the widest. So picture this. Here we go, my family and I, we go to see the giant sequoias. We were out adventuring. I think it was in February, and it was probably 10 years ago. We did not It was hot where we were living, so we didn't expect 15 feet of snow. Yes, I said 15 feet of snow. I have never before or since driven down a highway where there were literal cliffs of snow way above the top of our car. It was incredible. So when we got to the General Sherman, we walked up and we hugged the tree and we took pictures. It was amazing. Kids peeking inside. It was fantastic. Well, when we went back in the spring, you see these fences? They don't let you get anywhere near the General Sherman at all. Apparently, we were walking 15 feet above the ground. We didn't even know that there were barriers. Not only did we feel bad that we had walked and touched the tree that we weren't supposed to touch, but then we were awestruck by the change in the weather. It was fantastic. So lean into the magazine and just read and fall in love with the different destinations that are out there. Some people live their entire lives and they never see anything like Mount Rainier or Yosemite or Yellowstone. And we can expose our kids to these things easily, right from the comfort of our home with something like a beautiful magazine. So this is part one. Go grab yourself a copy of the Atlas of the National Parks, National Geographic, or some kind of photo journal of the national parks, and simply look at the pictures and fall in love and gasp and be in awe. Don't make it anything about learning anything. Just fall in love visually with what you see and watch your kids. See if they are captivated. You be captivated first, because that's the secret sauce, right? The secret sauce starts with you. You got to be excited first. So sprinkle some secret sauce, some attitude, some excitement, some passion. And then in the next video, I'm going to give you some ideas of how you can turn that, oh my goodness gracious, into more learning opportunities. You ready? See you in the next video.